Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Edward Amoakun, and in today's tutorial I'm going to walk you through on typography. Typography is one of the graphic design elements, and it is one of the elements that every designer must pay attention to. You cannot do a beautiful design or come out with a great design without typography. And so today I'm going to walk you through some of the sites that you can download fonts from, and also how you can generate or pair fonts. So without wasting much ado, let's start. Okay, so you're welcome. So the first thing that we have to know is to understand the meaning of typography. So when you hear typography, and when we say typography in graphic designs, what does it mean at all? So I will take you or walk you to Google. All right. So I type in Google, what is typography? I want us to know the meaning. Okay. So let's all read through here. So it says that um the style and appearance of printed matter. The style and appearance of printed matter. So on my right over here, okay, on my right over here, from Wikipedia, it says typography is the art and technique of arranging type to make written language legible, readable, and appealing when displayed. I hope you are clear. So the arrangement of text, all right, which makes language legible or written language legible, readable, and appealing when displayed. The arrangement of type involves selecting typeface, point sizes, length, line sets, line spacing, and letter spacing, as well as adjusting the space between pairs of letters. This is from Wikipedia. Okay. Now, people also ask what typography means, and this is what Google give them. It says that typography, the design or selection of letter forms to be organized into words and sentences to be disposed in blocks of type as printing upon page. Okay, so these and many more that people seek the answers. So we are going to understand the meaning of this typefaces. When you say typefaces in typography, what does it mean? So in other words, the typography that we just read from Google, what they are trying to tell us is that typography is is the art of arranging letters, okay, in a way that makes them clear and visible, okay, and visible, appealing to the reader. So once you make your letters or you make your words in a particular design visible and understandable to the reader, that is the meaning of typography. It's very simple. So it involves font, font styles, structure, and appearance. With typography, you can create the right kind of emotion and feeling you want your readers to have based on the aim or the function of a design. So you cannot use any kind of font for your designs just like that. Okay, you cannot use any kind of font for your design. So you have to know the type of or the function of the design before you can use a particular font or typeface for it. Okay, so let me show you some of the examples of designs that has beautiful fonts, beautiful typography. So the first one is Rapid Clean GH. Okay, this is home cleaning. So look at the first font. You can see that it is rapid. See the way they combine the fonts. This design particularly, they use one particular font for all the all for the for this design, they use one font throughout. Okay, so looking at this font comes in different typeface. All right, different typeface. I'll show you how typeface works. The next particular font, yes, this they use two fonts. So you click digital GH. Is different from the digital marketing. Okay, so this particular font, the click digital GH, is different from what the digital marketing. Okay, and then look at this, the name of the church, what is the Worshippers Gate International Favor Zone, is different from this particular font. Okay, so the two fonts being used. All right, and then this particular design too, they use three different fonts. Okay, good. So I'll be showing you all of this. This is also the same as the rapid home cleaning. All right, this is also different fonts, and then the typeface, I'll show you all of that. This particular design, look at this design too. So look at the font that is the Becky K staff, and then the pool party, which is called the script font. I'll also show you that. All right, so look at this particular design, beautiful one. The blood will speak. It comes with different fonts, and then the blood too is different fonts. Good. And then this particular design too, the Daffred company is different fonts, the limited is different fonts. So all of these designs are different typeface. Okay, so let's look at the two division or the two kinds of typography. And so let me walk you through the divisions of typography. Typography, it comes in two ways or two divisions. The first one is typeface, and the second one is font. Okay, so let me walk you through the first one, which is typeface. Okay, so the first one is typeface. Now this is Wikipedia. All right, so about two two 26,600,000 results people have searched over 48 seconds ago. So a lot of people are being searching for the meaning of typeface. So a typeface or font family is the design of lettering that include variations in size, weight or bold, slope, italic, width. Do you get it? So let me walk you to my Photoshop. Okay, so this is my Photoshop. So I want to show you typeface. So looking at this, all right, so this is a name of a font. Okay, now let's search the meaning of font. When you say font, what does it mean? And that will help us to understand what is font. So let's search it together. What is font? Okay, so what is font? So from Wikipedia, let's search. It said that a receptacle in a church. That is not what we are looking for. Okay, so what do you mean by font? Okay, so the word font refers to a set of printable or displayable typography or text characters in specific style and size. Font styles are used in both printed and digital means. Okay, so even in the gospel book, it says that font is an instance of a typography. So, for example, if I want to know the meaning, the name of this particular font, okay, this is Poppins. That is the name of the font. So, when I pick one like this, so the name is Poppins. The same way, if I pick this particular font, I want to know this particular font, the name is what? Gotham. And this Gotham comes in family. So the family is light, we have light, italic, the same font. Okay, so typeface comes in family, which is italic. It can be in book form, book italic, bold, bold italic. All of these together becomes the typeface. And when you pick one, being the light, it could be the book, it could be the medium, it could be the bold italic. That is the font. So the name of the font is Gotham. And when I pick the Poppins, which is the essential guide for education, so it also comes in typeface. So you see the typeface, all of these together are called typeface, which is thin italic, extra light. Do you understand? The light italic, regular, medium, bold, extra bold. Okay, some of the fonts comes with only one typeface. Some of them even does not have typeface at all, but the name of the font will come. So now I have opened your mind on two different things over here. One is the typeface and then the font, where I said the typeface comes in bulk. It comes in a family, okay, which consists of the italic. It could be bold, it could be regular, it could be regular italic, and then the font becomes the one single typeface becomes what? The font, okay. And so let us talk about types of fonts or typeface, okay. So basically there are four types of fonts. All right. In some cases there are more, but I will say there are four. Okay, so let me take you to Google. Try to, expel them. So I have grouped them into four. If you know more, that's okay. So we have four types of fonts. The first one is serif, we have sans serif, we have script, and then decorative fonts. But in some cases you can add the decorative font to the script font. All right, so let's take them one after the other and talk about it, because it's very, very important for us to talk about this. All right, so the first one that I will talk about is the serif font. So when you say serif font, what is that? Okay, so let me take you to a picture. Let me give you a picture for you to see. So actually when you talk about serif font, so any font that has, okay, so let's use the Times New Roman. Okay, so this particularly is an example of serif font. Why? Because if you look at this outer or the edges, okay, it has some stroke or some edges around it. Okay, so now even this picture alone explains the meaning of serif font. Okay, so it has this stroke um at the edges. Okay, it has this stroke at the edges, and that makes it a serif font. And then we have the sans serif font. The sans serif font, they don't have anything like that. Okay, so let me write differences between a serif font and sans serif font. Okay, so a serif font and sans serif font. So as you see, it says that a serif is a small decorative flourish on the end of the strokes that makes up letters and symbols. Okay, so the edges, you can see the stroke over there, the T, the R, the edge, the back here. You can see the strokes over there. But with a sans serif, they do not have any flourish all the end of the strokes. They don't have anything like that. So this is an example of what a serif font. And then see sans serif font. Okay, sans serif. Okay, so serif, this is a serif, this is sans serif. They don't have anything at the stroke. Okay, so see serif. So anytime you see fonts like this, they are serif font. And then sans serif, they don't have anything like that. So see sans serif font, they don't have any edges. Very beautiful. But with this type of font, that one is serif font. I hope this is well explanatory. All right, so let's move on to the script and the creative font. Okay, so let's talk about the script font. So the script font, this one is quite decorative. Okay, so the script font is quite decorative. So let's look at people also ask what is script font. So script font is a genre classification for typefaces that take direct influence from handwriting and calligraphy. So most of the time, the script fonts, they are the fonts that comes with a unique handwriting. Just look at it. It's like a stylish font. Let me take let me show you some pictures all over here. So all of these that you see, they are all script font. They are called script fonts. It's just like a stylish font. Okay, so you see these types of fonts. All of these are script fonts. Okay, it's not just as like the serif and sans serif. No. Okay, so let me take you through some designs that has these script fonts. So this particular design, okay, so if you take a look at this particular design, this font particularly is a serif. Okay, why? Because the edges, it has a stroke at the end of the edges. So this is an example of what a serif font. And then the features, you see the features, graphic design fundamentals. This one is called the sans serif. So you could see, and then the instructor down here is the script font. My name, I use sans serif. So you could see that I combined even all these three types of fonts. Okay, so if you look at this particular design too, okay, so this one I use the sans serif. Okay, so if you take a look at this, learn graphics is sans serif in 7 days using Photoshop, sans serif. Everything is sans serif over here. I did not use a serif font, but down here the instructor, I use the scripts or the stylish font. Okay, so now you know the types of font now. Okay, good. So let's talk about the decorative font. Let's look at the decorative font. All right, guys. So with the decorative font and that of the script fonts, there is nothing, or there is not too much, difference between them. One difference is that if you take a look at these designs or these fonts, you could see that it's not quite, much way different from the script fonts. The only thing is that this has some boldness in it. So I want us to look at this. What are the decorative fonts? So you could see that decorative examples of these decorative fonts are the copper, black, okay, so the button font, the Abreu, fat face, all of these fonts basically form the decorative font. And most of the time you will see them in weddings, okay, like wedding designs. You mostly see these um, decorative font in it. So take a look at this particular font. Okay, very beautiful fonts. You mostly see them in weddings. Okay, so this font basically is so beautiful. Look at this particular font. They are all decorative fonts. Okay, so this is an example of decorative fonts. Decorative fonts, decorative fonts. Very nice decorative fonts. This is the serif, this is the sans serif, and then the decorative fonts. Okay, so they have even explained everything. So once we start designing, I will show you. This is an example of a script font, not decorative fonts. Okay, good. So this is an example of decorative fonts. Decorative fonts. Okay, so this is an example of decorative fonts. So you see how decorative fonts they look like. All right, so now we know the difference between the sans serif, serif, script font, and the decorative font now. All right, so now that we know all these types of fonts, let's look at how do we combine them in our design. Let's look at that. One of the best sites that I really love visiting a lot, especially when I am working on any design project, is called FontJoy.com. This site is basically used for generating fonts. If you are a beginner in graphic design like you watching me, or even if you are a pro, you can even try um, this site to generate your font or for your font pairing. So this site, let me take you through this site. So when you log into www dot or you can even type in font pairing generator. Okay, so once you type in font pairing generator, it will take you to this site. Then you go in for FontJoy. Okay, or very simple, just um, log into or just type in the Google search fontjoy.com. Okay, it will take you to this site. Now basically when you come here, you have font pairing made simple. Okay, so you can see that the first one is bold, which they use the name of the font here, which is Monstrat, and then they paired it with Laura. Okay, and then the writings, they use Hindu Madura. Okay, so if you are confused about how to go about your font pairing, so this basically is the heading. The bold one is the heading, and you could see that this is an example of what a sans serif font. Okay, and then the Laura is this one. I hope you can name it. And this is a serif font which has the edges to be the stroke, and then the hint Madura font, that one is also the sans serif, that is the writing one. So if you are confused about how to pair, you can just come here and then it will give you the font pairing, um, how to combine 2 or 3 fonts in your designs. Okay, so if you want to generate more fonts or if you want different one, you can just click on this generate and it will give you another set of font pairing. Okay, so you see, all right, so once you click on generate, it take you to another font pairing. Okay, so we just use this site and it will really help you a lot. Fontjoy.com. Okay, so it is generating to give me another set of fonts. Let's give it some time. So it's nice. So in case you really love any of these fonts, what you do is to click on the font, click on the font like this. As soon as you click on it, it will take you to the site where you want to download. Okay, so check out the site fontjoy.com. All right, now let me share with you some of the sites that you can visit to also download fonts for free. You don't need to pay anything. Okay, so these are some websites that you can download fonts for free. So dafont.com, 100,001 font.com, google um, com, netfont.com, and www.font.com. We have fontscary.com. So I'll be sharing all of these, amazing sites in the video description link. So just check out the link. All right. And then basically these are some amazing sites that I do visit for my designs. Okay, so I'll be giving you the font one for free. You don't need to pay anything. Just visit this site and enjoy over there. So don't forget that the site is fontjoy.com. Okay, so once you click on this, another generator will come. All right, so I think this video is, so now it has given me another set of font pairing. So let me click on the generator again and it will give me another set of font pairing. Okay, so let me give you another generator again, give me another set of font pairing. It's very beautiful and nice site to be. Okay, so those of us who are into book writing, okay, you can visit this site and it will really be of help. Okay, so I think this site, at the end of this video now, so I think this will be the end of our video. Okay, but let me cross this out. As a designer, if you want to, if you want your designs to look so attractive and so nice, my advice for you as a designer is do not use more than 5 fonts. Okay, or even more than 2 fonts. Make your design so simple. So Goswell, the small book that I said, I shared with you in one of the first videos, spoke about that. Okay, let me take you to the rules. Okay, so this is graphic design tips. All right, let me take you there. Graphic design mistakes to avoid. All right, Okay, so let's go back and share with you some golden tips that I think you should know. Okay, so let me go down. Okay, okay, so here is it. So this is 7 golden rules of design. So practice good use um of design principles. So the fourth and third one is what I want us to look at. Use at most 4 fonts for a project. At most, you hear that, 4 fonts. You don't need to use too many fonts. So you see a design and there are too many fonts. Look at this design. I just use only one font, just one font, and then the instructor. That is the only difference in this particular. The rest are the same. It's very simple. Okay, look at this particular design. They use only one font throughout except the host. Okay, and then this one too. Very simple. You don't need to use too many fonts. Look at this particular design. Very simple. Okay, very simple. You don't need to use too many fonts for your design. Okay, so make your design always so simple, okay, to use. All right, so I'll end my video here. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. All right, so I'll end here. Let me see you in our practical class. Bye.